Now we're going to look at the sports roundup, just a roundup of what has been happening through the weekend on Matter Sports. Of course, we're going to look at some of the few matches that were played, some of the tournaments that were played all through the weekend. Talking about the tournaments, we're going to look at the Priestlaw tournament that took place in Nakuru Athletic Club, where we had the Kenya, that is the Rugby, KCB Rugby, facing Kabras RFC in the final to make their standpoint as their main the scariest team in this rugby tournament. Then we had also the Division 2, we had that is the Zitec Hawks being crowned the champions. Then of course in the women's side we had the Mwamba ladies being crowned the 2026 that is Priestlaw champions. But away from World Cup, we had the Sekafa Kagame Cup, where we saw two of our biggest teams, that is Gor Mahia and Tusker, playing, representing Kenya's team, let's say representing us in the big stages. But let's say a little bit disappointed by Tusker, but Gor Mahia showed why they are still the best team in even, let's say, Africa, because now they are going to play in this the CAF Champions League. They are going to show what they can do in this CAF Champions League. Then Tusker will be representing us in the CAF Confederation Cup. So we want to see what are we anticipating mostly in this tournament, maybe even in the next tournament to come. And talking about now the tournament, we are going to look at the WAFCON, where we had our very own Harambee Starlets now playing against Morocco. That is the host. They kicked off their campaign against Morocco, where they did not really manage to win it. We were thrashed 4-0, but let's say maybe a little bit up for the team, and also Beldino Demba, maybe a little bit trust on what she can do with these amazing talents that we have. But for that and many more, make sure you stay tuned to Y244 channel. But before doing so, make sure you don't miss the conversation as well. Head over to our social media at Y244 channel. We're going to put up a post. We're going to that is a discussion question. Make sure you don't miss the conversation. Share your thoughts. Then I'll be sampling some of the few comments as we go on. But right now I just want to introduce the person I'm with in the studio, because I'm not alone. I'm joined here by one and only Mariam Hussein in the studio. You are going to talk about these matters. You're going to help me debunk and also banter about some of these little matters. So welcome to the studio and good morning.
Good morning, James. Thank you. Yeah, I feel honored to be here, but disappointed.
Why disappointed?
My Harambee Starlets team got thrashed very badly with the WAFCON hosts, Morocco, but I still believe we can do it. Yeah.
Did you really anticipate maybe a better result than that, or did you think we can even beat Morocco?
Well, in football, you cannot win it on paper. So I knew we were the underdogs in this opening match, but I was expecting maybe the worst case is a draw, or rather a 2-1. But in football, anything is possible. It happened how it happened. We fight, and maybe we can rectify on the few mistakes we did and capitalize on that. Yeah.
Now talking about some of the teams in the WAFCON, that is in our group, Group A, we have Morocco, we have Senegal, then we have Algeria. Algeria beat Senegal. What do you think will happen out to us after, if you're going to face that Algeria or that Senegalese team?
Well, in that group, it's a difficult one, because we've seen the type of football Morocco play. Remember us, it's been 10 years since we were in this competition, and so many things have changed. The other thing, Morocco have invested well in football, so they are on another level. Compared to us, our problem is, you see, in such tournaments, you have to be smart as much as you have skills. You have, if maybe you're good at set pieces, work on set pieces, defend well set pieces, because a team like Morocco, what they won, they gave us counter-attack, and the moment they did that, we got confused, because Morocco, they are good with set pieces, the corners, they happen to be very good. The other thing in this group, Senegal is also a team that you cannot write them off. Senegal are good. So for us, the last time we were in WAFCON, we didn't manage to go further. We were just knocked out in this group stage. So it's a difficult. So I think Beldin, for the team to qualify to the next group, she has to be more tactical. And I want us to have the mentality, like the mentality the under-17s have. Remember their game in your stadium, they were 1-0, 2-0 from behind, and they managed to win that game. So if this Harambee Starlets team can have that mentality, it doesn't matter. You can come back in a game from 3-0, like how Messi has been doing with Argentina, and still win a game. So let's not give up in the first half, because in that game, in first half, we were already, like, we were worn out, we were out of
3 goals
ideas.
in the first half, man. How can you really say, is it maybe the difference in quality of the players that we have, or maybe the experience? Because let's say Morocco team is well experienced compared to the Harambee Starlets, but can you say that's really a differentiating factor in football?
No, I think also quality, and maybe mentality, preparedness, because Kenya, you see, most teams, if you're a good team, having that 3-0 doesn't make you like sit down and get out of ideas. But for us, the moment Morocco scored the third goal, by first half, we were out of ideas. We cannot even hold possession. That's something that is also making me feel sad. You see, if you cannot even keep possession for 5 minutes, there are moments we had with the Morocco goalkeeper, 1v1, but still, because we are not composed enough, we cannot even score. So let's work on that. Yeah. Being 3-0 doesn't mean you've lost. Let's lose in the last second. Let's fight. Yeah.
Now let's say now talk about some of the individual players, like the likes of Elizabeth Mideva. Now she is going to play in Europe, of course, playing the Champions League, the Women's Champions League. She's going to get that type of experience. Do you think we need to open up more opportunities maybe to these ladies? Maybe someone like Mona Lima even get an opportunity to play in Europe. We get that type of experience in Europe, that type of European football, then we bring it, integrate it now with the type of play that we, that type of style that we play with. Maybe get better chances in this future tournament, because the WAFCON is not really looking good for us.
I think that's what we need, because the other thing I think with this under-17s coming up, it's going to help us, because someone like Mona Lima, personally, I was back when I was still in high school, she used to play. So it's been a long time. I think we need to change.
We need to maybe to rotate the squad.
Yes, that's what we need. The other player, I feel we missed her. She's now playing for an Egypt team, Gentrix.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need also that in this team.
People who have gone. The case with the Gentrix, how did it go? Because there's that issue with the team is not really up for kumwachilia, but the coach wants her to come to the team, but there's that type of crisis. Do you think maybe something should be done on this type of international club and also club-to-club agreement? I
think for such a player, of course, we have different players. There's a player who plays maybe for Kenya Police Bullets. You see, calling such a play, it's easy. But for a player who was playing for Simba, you have to be consistent. Just follow up, because we actually need that player more than she needs us. So just follow up. Let's not have that ego thing where we are saying, just follow up on her, because at the end of the day, we need her and we need the gameplay. The other thing, this Mona Lima Adams, I think Beldin should consider playing her 7-11. That position, she can terrorize more.
I think she's not really a right back. She should not be playing as a wing back.
In that position, she can do better. Because you see, in that game first half, how I saw it, the first minutes before we settled in, the first goal, it came without us noticing. But the second one, when we were settled enough, I saw them creating a few chances. But
Nimbaya.
Yeah, the other thing, Nimbaya, but you see, for Morocco as hosts, you don't expect them to give anything lower than that. Yeah.
But maybe some of the key, let's say, good things, the positive key things to take out of the WAFCON so far. You have received 19 million, maybe, because I think last week, it was just 2 weeks ago, we saw a very honorable Starlets going to those offices, the FKF offices, just complaining about the payments. But let's say receiving 19 million, maybe you were high to that final, we can reach the final, get that to 59 million maybe.
Well, you see, reaching to the final on paper is another thing, and reaching to the final when playing. So reaching to the final will determine with what we are doing. Because honestly, I will not even say we are out of this competition unless we play our games and then get knocked out. Because I am also a person who believes football in anything is possible. So as this Kenyan team, we want more than this 19 million. So let's train well. we've seen what the type of game Morocco is playing. With that, you see, playing as a first team is an advantage to you because you have more time to train and understand what you need and what to work on. Let's not be the Kenyan team where everyone is sure. You see, most people rule out women football. So, like, after that game, I'm sure most fans will just say, these women, they're used to going there and they will be knocked out. It's kwa kawaida. Let's prove them wrong, how the under-17 have been doing. So I believe they can do something.
I think the support is really necessary for the women, even the motivation. Now, talking about some of the few the key matches we are waiting now to see. We are going to play against Algeria, then Senegal. Maybe what are some of the areas that maybe Beldino Demba can work on, because we have seen she's doing a lot of drills, she's doing a lot of exercise training sessions, very intense training session. Maybe work on the set pieces, maybe.
Yes, I think please just work on defending the set pieces and just delivery of those set pieces, because there are things like set pieces you're just given. It's for you to execute it in a good way. So kama tunaweza work on that, I think have set pieces in your pocket and then now be tactical enough and create chances. That way you're safer. But if tuseme umepata team enye they are good defensively and they're giving you counter attack, na wewe hata ukipata hiyo corner you cannot do anything with it, then it means you're out of this competition.
But let's say there's still hope for maybe to reach the knockout stages. They say the journey is not yet over for Harambee Starlets. I think, but conceding 4, we need to score even more than those 4. Maybe against Senegal get a chance, maybe score 3 or 5. Then against Algeria, we might struggle a little bit, but we maybe get the chance. But we're all hope for Harambee Starlets to represent us as they are representing us in the big stage. Remember, the last time we were there was in 2016, which has been a journey. Let's say something to be proud of. And maybe if they are going to reach the semis, of course, we are going to play the World Cup, the Women's World Cup 2027. But that's a lot to pray for and also to dream for. But yet, we still dream and maybe we get that dream. But now, talking about other matters apart from Harambee Starlets, we had also the Sekafa Kagame Cup taking place, where we saw Vipers play against a very old giants, that is Gor Mahia. They were beaten 5-0. What can you say about that?
Gor Timbe, me as a Gor Mahia fan, you're not even ready for me, because with most of the fans from Nairobi United, FC Leopards were saying, Goro, the new signings, what are they doing? Because we started with a friendly with Ryan Sports in Rwanda, and they were able to beat us.
Yeah, they were beaten 2-0. Then I think a lot of people now talked about the signings that Charles Okanoa made, but I love the way that the coach just came out and said, no, we should not take these losses as a demotivating, but really somewhere to learn. And it really showed the results in the 5-0 win against Vipers.
Imagine you having, and I love how Gor Mahia technical team is working, because you have your new players, use them well. For the new signings, we had Paul Okoth, this guy from Ulinzi Stars, striker, doing what he wears, number 29. Super proud of you, Paul. He managed to score. Our vice captain Kibwage taking over for Sili. He has to lead the team in a good way. Kibwage scores. Leslie, like this Gor Mahia team, by the way. Anyone who is hating on Gor Mahia and they're not part of this Segame Cup, please relax. Relax. Gor Mahia is raising the bar for everyone. And I'm telling you and I'm warning you guys, this Gor Mahia team, even the KPL Sport Pesa League, Gor Mahia will come and be unbeaten. No one to stop this Gor Mahia team, because we have seen Gor Mahia, they're also going to be part of the CAF. And with the type of play they're playing there, that's like what we need to see from our team from Kenya. And for the group that they're in, if they can just play their matches like that, score, goal difference will also help you somewhere. So may I believe in this Sekafa game, Gor Mahia to the end, to the end.
Now, talking about Tusker, what happened with Tusker? Tusker, they were beaten 2-0.
Well, the Tusker game also, I know Al Hilal si mchezo, so they tried, but after first half, they had their chances. But they didn't use their chances well. Na pia tunajua Abud Omar, when it comes to the free kicks, he's a baller. But unfortunately, Ilikataa tu.
Now, talking about this Tusker team, I think Julian Mete has made some maybe, let's say, amazing signings, like bringing back Abu Damar back to the team, just bringing that type of to the style that he wants the team to play with. But now, looking at how they are going to represent us, maybe in the CAF Confederation and also in the Champions League, do you really anticipate maybe we can see something better than what we saw with Nairobi United in the Confederation Cup?
Well, there's something about Tusker. I think the other thing Tusker did, Tusker lost some key players, and going to such competitions after losing your favorite team that made you maybe get to such levels is bad. Because if they had a plan B, because I've not seen so many signings from Tusker.
Yeah, they are just releasing players. Just recently, they gave their goalkeeper to Shabana. This is not really a good thing.
That is a very bad error. This level and time, losing players will cost you. And if maybe Tusker were releasing these players and adding additional key players, you'd say, but now you see you are going to now start struggling compared to Gor Mahia, who have gotten the best out of the Gor Mahia wise. They decided we are going to get the best players. We'll release whoever we have to release, because they had to release Morrison, and everyone was like, now Gor Mahia is
we are
losing.
going to replace the MVP of the season with.
Gor Mahia went to FC Leopards, the Shevegis, they took Humphrey Katasi. They went to Nairobi United, they took their key player. Gor Mahia, the signings they have been doing is just outstanding. So Tusker, what is making them maybe lag behind is them not having the squad depth that is needed for competitions. And you see, when you don't have the squad depth, now it becomes a problem. Yeah.
But we'll see what will happen now. Gor Mahia is going to play today against Vipers. Remember, Vipers, Lichapa Nini. Now they are going to play today, yeah? Yeah, they're against Vipers, that is. Now, what do you really think will happen in this game? Maybe something again, because they played against a PR, 5 goals. Maybe against Vipers we'll see something better. But what do you think? Maybe which strategy will Charles Okano go with coming to this match?
Yeah. So I think Charles, the goalkeeper manager, coach, in this game, you see it's still group stage. So you still, if you can score and win your game, there's nothing like losing here. So you just come into this game, do what you do best. 2 goals, 3 goals, we are good to go. Get your points. That's the most important thing. But what do you expect from Sirkal? Hata we mwenyewe unajua Sirkal lazima apite na mtu, and there's nothing lower than winning. Gor will win.
Though.
Clean sheet. In fact, that clean sheet
is very important.
Inject to FC Leopard fans. Inject.
I'll see the standings right now. Gor Mahia at number 1 with 3 points, 5 goals, 5. That is goal difference of 5 clear. Then Vipers at number 2 with a goal difference of 3 points as well. They played against FC Gade. Gade were beaten 3 goals by Vipers. Then APR were beaten by Gor Mahia 5 goals to 0. But for Tusker, I think they need to pull up their socks.
They have to. They have to, because the group that they are in, for me, I'm already worried. Losing without even a goal, you have 0 on the goal difference part. That's dangerous. So for the next game, they need to even score as much as 3 or 4 goals if they can, because the competition there is stiff.
Very stiff.
Yeah.
Now looking at another story, talking about now the Prince-Law Sevens, that the tournament that has been going out now on Saturday and also on Sunday, that is 25th and 26th of this month. Remember it took place at Nakuru Athletic Club, where we saw the Giants, of course, KCB. Yeah. But now looking at this ladies' side, we had Mwamba versus Kianda. But do you really think Kianda really deserved a chance, maybe they were they were deserved champion, but did not really manage to win it?
Yeah. This Kiamba team, they impressed everyone, including me. All eyes were on them, because their first games on Saturday, they were not as good. But coming
to the knockout stage, they showed their class.
They were amazing. These young girls, and funny thing is, most of them are from the Kinale High School and Pioneers around there. They're still young girls, 19, 20, 18, they're about. So these girls have shown us they have the skills. And you see, in rugby, if you have the skills, they just need the exposure and the support. Because funny thing, the manager was saying, they only the school brings them together. They have no one supporting them. They just train together, maybe after school or there. And the funds they have here and there, they give them sodas and something, they just train. So these girls have the passion because they were playing against Harlequins. The Harlequins team, you see, it has more lionesses who play for the national team and experienced players. But they managed to beat them. So even when they were playing with Mwamba, it was experience versus now the new generation. And these girls, if we just support them, I am happy with what SportPesa is doing, allowing different teams. They are giving them a platform.
Now giving their platforms to this. Now, on the women's side, we had Mwamba ladies. They played against Impala in the semi-finals. Then Mwamba beat Impala Rons in the semi-finals. Then, of course, on the other side, we had Queens. That is Queens against Kiamba. Kiamba beating Queens. Then they went on to play against Mwamba in the final. They managed to thrash Kiamba ladies 19 points to 0, which is again another amazing thing to see. Then on the third place we had Harlequins. Then they played against Impala. They managed to beat Impala 12 goals to 0. But what can you say about this maybe Harlequins? Do you think it's better? But do you think it's better than the men's side? Because I think the men's side is not that's of a strong contender.
Yeah, Harlequins, they are good. You see, the moment you see, especially rugby for women, it's never competitive because it's the same faces we are used to. So there's nothing big about it. But this Harlequins, it's not a bad team. Yeah. They just have to work on their passes. I saw some small mistakes when it comes to passing. But Harlequins, because of the experience they have, I think it's just a good team. The team, the ladies team that I feel it's deteriorating, I felt Impala. The Impala we are used to seeing was not the Impala we saw during this competition.
It was very different than what we are used to see.
So is it because they are not getting enough from the sponsors, or I really don't understand, because
we keep saying that motivation is one of the key factors. Something that should be done. I think talking about now just to finish up on the women's side, we had Mwamba. Mwamba finished up at number 1 with 22 points. Then number 2 was Kiamba ladies with 19. Then number 3 was Kenya Harlequins with 17 points. Then number 4, Impala Rons with 15 points. Then at number 5, Pioneer Girls with 13 points. Then number 6, NYS Ladies with 12. Then at number 7 and 8 tied at 10 points was Nakuru Ladies and Northern Suburbs. But Northern Suburbs not really impressed me. I don't know about you.
I think this Northern Suburbs, maybe, I don't know if it's the first time here also, like Kiamba. Just
not that tactical, not that experience in that team. Like they do not show what they can do in these big stages.
Maybe they'll pull up their socks as they come in, because you see this is a platform they are rather not used to. But you see, if it's your first time, you're given a platform. You need to come and show these people why you're here. Because the moment you're not doing what brought you here, then you're making your chances go lower on getting another place to showcase your talent. So maybe their coach can work on being tactical enough in the next matches, because the competition here in it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. There are teams like Mwamba who have been dominating and they're still dominating, but thanks to Kiamba, they are now putting pressure on them. Yeah, they felt the pressure.
Now, talking about pressure in this type of dominance, of course, we have Zitex Sparks in the final. I think 46 to 0 is one of the most, let's say, the biggest statement that has ever been done in this tournament. But what can you say about the Division 2 men's tournament?
For Division 2, a team like Zitex, since the first day before knockouts, they were just playing. They were tactical enough and they were playing well. And they have proved and shown why they deserve to be in Division 1. Yeah. Because for the finals, at some point where their key player got an injury, maybe I felt maybe this will deteriorate them, because you know in rugby, comeback is real. You can be even the 20 or something, and your opponent comes and thrashes you. Yeah. So Zitex is a good team. Yeah, it's another. I think the Shuja coach is.
Yeah, the scouts, I think they are really busy these days.
Yeah, they are marking some players. They're saying, hey, so this player can do this. So that shows for next when we'll be going for our international rugby, because we didn't manage to go to Division 1.
The series, yeah. We are going to play
maybe we are going to have new faces, new talents, Gen Zs.
Yeah, I think the
even Cabras has good Gen Zs.
You know why? I think I'm agreeing on you, because I think it was a good opportunity from Division 2 is mostly comprised of the university teams. I think it's a good opportunity for those young men and also young ladies to show what they can do on the field, and maybe they get better opportunities in the senior team. It's really a good one. But looking at the road to the final for Division 2, that is because of course we have talked about Zitek Oaks winning it, but we had in the quarterfinals we had Kabarak University against Nandi. Nandi were beaten by Kabarak University. Then we had that is Community, then Northern Suburbs. That is went to the semi-finals. They faced Kabarak. Then of course we saw what happened. Then our boys against Zitek Oaks in the semi-final. They managed to reach the semi-finals by beating Stallion Rugby. Then Zitek managed to get to the semi-final by beating KCA, but our boys were beaten by Zitek, which reached the final. Then Zitek now faced Kabarak University in the final, where they beat them 46-0 points. And then in the third playoff, that number 3 third playoff, that we had Northern Suburb. They played against Homeboys. Homeboys beat Northern Suburb 19-0. That is 19 points to 0. But it's a good. We've talked about some of these opportunities. But what can you say about maybe this type of sponsorship that we have with the SportPesa, showing this type of leagues, even in the Kenya Premier League as well, and also in this rugby? Do you think it's maybe a good step maybe for Kenyan sports?
Yeah, it's a good thing, and whatever I really applaud SportPesa for what they are doing, because they are really fighting for this. SportPesa is there for even rugby, football, and also this Vurugu games. SportPesa sponsors them.
Yeah.
And you see, there's a time SportPesa was just in Kenya, but now you see they've gone to Tanzania. So Tanzania are also benefiting from SportPesa. So even the main cup winners for women, the money was raised to 100,000, and that's something good. So these players, at the end of the day, these players will go home and live with something. Because you see, for Division 2 teams, because they're university students or these young girls from high school, sometimes maybe their guardians or their parents will tell them, you're going to play, what are you getting? They'd rather you just tafuta kakazi, uchunge ng'ombe ama ende ufanye kibarua upate pesa. Like sasa unaenda kucheza upate nini? So if they are given motivation, at least they can go home with something. Maybe their parent or guardian will feel, at least this is something I can also support my child and encourage them to continue pursuing it. So it's good motivation for even grassroots who are coming up. So it's something they can even continue doing and push and push. So SportPesa is the best. Yeah.
Now looking at Division 1, of course, where we have the champions, the current champions, the KCB, who have been dominating the rugby tournaments. But how can you say about the final, Cabras versus KCB rugby?
Well, you see, anytime you're watching KCB and Cabras, you just know it's a movie.
Just a lot of chaos, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of chaos. So in this game, both teams knew what they were coming. You see, KCB also has most of the Shujas playing for them. So they have everything.
They have the quality of the players. They have everything.
So Cabras, I think they should just work on their discipline, because you see, they conceded a penalty, they got a yellow card, and you know, in rugby, just that 1 minute or even 2 minutes, your player being sent off, that's the end of you. And that's where they did mistakes. They work on their discipline. The other thing, Cabras is a good team. They dominate 15s all the time. So the other problem with Cabras is, I don't know, coming such a pressure match, I think as a team, you should be ready for it and communicate well, because there's a try that KCB got from this Cabras team over a mistake. A simple pass, you're giving your opponent the ball, and an easy tackle. So they should just work on that, because I don't feel nice when a team dominates all the time. Give them, yes, stop them. Because
Do you
for
think
Dallas,
do you think maybe it was maybe a little bit different for them because you know, sevens is all about the intensity and the pace.
Yeah, for sevens, you see sevens, these players who still play for the national team are still here. So they know what you need to have. So for Cabras can do it because the pace and energy they have, they also have Gen Zs there. So the only problem is just be ready for such pressure because the other thing with KCB, they are always come under pressure and they know when to execute when needed. I saw them calling themselves Mamba. Sisi ndio Mamba. Mamba.
I say the king of the Mambas.
Yes.
But it's a good mentality because
Yeah.
going that type of mentality, that means you really know what you're going to there. We're going to be aggressive. You're going to be very energetic and very even talking about the pace there. They have shown it in the whole tournament what they can do.
Yeah, because you see even Dallas last circuits, KCB won for Dallas.
Dominated,
So
yeah.
I am telling Cabras, please, when you come in
Change
this
the script a
competition,
little bit.
please change it. Tusiku tu tunasema tu hawa bankers ndo wanachukua kila
every time we're
kitu.
talking about the
Because when
bankers,
we talk about it, that's dangerous because if they're going to take all these Dallas, they take the Rift Road, they take Kabareri, they take sevens in Nairobi, it will mean overall they'll be champions again. So please,
let's say the
Cabras,
Kenyan champions.
and Nondis.
But
when you come in this
no, I'm not really counting on them. But I think Cabras, they have shown their potential. They can do it. They can be a competition against them.
Cabras, please don't allow the bankers to take everything. Please come into this competition and show us you're not part of the Shujaz team, but you are a name somewhere and you can prove everyone wrong. So I believe in them also.
No, another team that I really feel it's underrated. Maybe it also features in the Division 1. I think is Black Blood. I think they did not do well in this tournament, but I really I've been watching their games a lot, and I think they have the potential maybe to become even like Cabras or the likes of KCB.
Wanu they have always been good even in their rugby, even normal tournaments. So for their last match, I don't know what really conspired because they are always a threat. For any team playing when you're there, they know these Blackbirds, they're something. So maybe we should watch out on them and maybe they should just work on being tactical enough again. And because we, as much as we know KCB and Cabras, we also need new people.
Yeah, we need new faces.
Let the script change. Let's see competition, the Gen Zs coming in and maybe proving a point.
Yeah.
So.
Talking about our Division 1 standings, we had, of course, KCB Rugby being crowned the 2026 champions of the Prislo Sevens with 22 points. Then at number 2 was, that is the runners-up, was Cabras Sugar with 19 points. Then number 3 was Nudis, that is Nodes Scripts RFC with 17 points. Then at number 4, Kenya Ali Queens FC with 15 points. Then at number 5, Daystar Falcons with 13 points. Then he had number 6, Nakuru RFC with 12. Then at number 7, Black Blood with 10 points, tied with number 8, Moost with 10 points. Then at number 9 was Strathmore Leos with 8 points. Then Menegai Oilers with 7 points. Then Mwamba RFC with 5 points, tied all the way to number 12 with Impala RFC with 5 as well. Then at number 13 was Catholic Monks with 3 points. Then at number 14, NYS Spades with 2 points. Then at number 15 and 16, disappointing from Kisumu RFC and Embu RFC with 1 point each. That's much about it, the Prislo 7th, but we are waiting to see some of these other tournaments that are going to start. Of course, we have the Dallas 7th, which is on August 1st, August 1st, and to all the way to August 2nd. Then, of course, the Kabeberi 7th from August 15th to 16th. Then, of course, we have the Drift 7 from August 22nd to 23rd, and then Embu 7 from September 5th to September 6th. Then we have also the Christie 7s from September 12th to September 13th. Then to finish it off, of course, the cherry on the cake, Safari 7s from October 9th. That is from October 9th to October 11th. But what can you say about maybe this rugby season so far?
So for the rugby, because it has just started, I'm just going to tell everyone, just show up. Turn it up, the Sport Pesa way, because these matches, we've been given opportunity. Whoever was in Nakuru, attend the Nakuru. Whoever is in Nairobi, attend all the Nairobi ones. If you're in Mombasa, the same. If you're in Dala, the same. If you're in Embu, the same. Because for rugby matches, I'm telling you, you can attend a rugby match without even knowing anything about rugby, but you will get out of that match with experience. You'll have learned a lot. There's exposure there. You're gonna network with so many different people there. You're gonna have good vibes. Guys, uko kuna buddies, kuna nyama choma, kuna mamamba, KCB.
Kila kitu iko.
Kila kitu iko. It's just you to show up. So it's good vibes and good vibes. So, and I'm happy because the future of our Kenyan rugby depends on such. You see, we get our players from there. So while watch out on this, you'll be able to see new talents, new players come up, and also SportPesa. With how good SportPesa are doing, SportPesa wametupea YouTube live, free. You can just watch these matches again from wherever you are. If you're working, if you're maybe busy, you cannot attend the matches, you can just stream live and watch the SportPesa YouTube account. Yeah.
Also for the content creators, don't forget it's a chance for you to show some of these, even to make a name for yourself there.
Yeah. In fact, guys, mimi mtanipata. Dallas Sevens, I'll be there. Let's come and meet up. Yeah.
Now, before we finish up, I want to look at some of the other matches that were played. Of course, we have the likes of Manchester United, Tottenham starting their club friendlies. And then, of course, Chelsea also, I think they'll play tomorrow. Now, talking about some of the few signings that have been made, of course, Manchester United getting Andre Santos, but you have seen the Galacticos assembling. What can you say about Real Madrid and Jose Mourinho this time?
So, well, Real Madrid, I can say they're on the signings part, they're trying because they know what competition they are going to face with Barcelona. So, on the signing part, they're making good moves, and I love that, because if they don't make such moves, they are making Barcelona dominate this thing again, because we saw the Spanish players what they can do.
Yeah, man. I think in the final we saw some of these Barcelona players, the likes of Pedri, the likes of even Lamine. Now, talking about Real Madrid, I think it's be a threat to next season, if I'm not wrong, because they have already gotten Konate, they've already gotten Bernardo Silva, they are aiming to get maybe Rodri. They have already gotten, who else has joined the team? That is Dumfries from Inter Milan, then recently Diomande, the youngster. What can you say about that? Do you think maybe Jose Mourinho is coming up with a different strategy this time?
Yes, Mourinho is coming up with a new structure, new strategy, and what I will just say, you see, also as a new coach, it's never easy for you to come and just dominate and win the league for the first time. So what they can do is just give Barcelona competition, because Barcelona also is not a play in the park. It's a team that these players have grown together from under 17 to now to World Cup, winning the World Cup. This is a complete team that know what they are doing. So maybe the good side is they will give La Liga good competition.
Run for their money. Now, talking about the Barcelona team, they have already gotten Adeyemi and also Anthony Gordon. Do you think it's really matching up with the intensity that maybe Perez is coming with this Real Madrid team?
So Adeyemi, I think, is a good signing. For Gordon's, not quite
70
sure.
70 million for Gordon.
Not quite sure, but maybe he has something in store that most of us can't see. But Barcelona is already a complete team. Yeah.
Now the rumors are you want Vinicius Jr. Is that true?
Well, we want Vinicius Jr., but then again, you know us, we don't like overspending. Yes, we know what's worth our money. So
what can you say? You're that kid who has money but doesn't like to use it. Because I think the only player that you have signed above 100 million is only Declan Rice.
Yeah.
You have never signed a player for above 100 million apart from Declan Rice.
Yeah.
But Chelsea is there spending the money. Yeah. What is
But no, that's I don't know if I should say that's the problem with Arsenal. But you see, when it comes to Arsenal, typical stingy person is Arsenal. Arsenal will not spend so much money on you. Actually, it will get to a point where you will even pardon them. If you really want, most players, Arsenal players, even Gyökeres, when he was coming to Arsenal, he had to lower the price, because he wants to. Because Arsenal will not come and overspend on you. That will never happen. But if Arsenal can make that move and get Vinicius Jr. I am going to warn Man U fans, Chelsea fans,
It's over.
Because we are going to say two-term for Arsenal. Na itakuwa mbaya. We're not ready for us.
Do you think Vinicius is a player that will fit into that is Arteta's type of player?
He will. And I'm just going to tell, if in case Vinicius Junior is watching me, no, Vinicius Junior, Arsenal will give you a good platform. You're going to shine. You're going to be a star boy.
Of the team.
You're going to be a star boy in Arsenal. So Arsenal is the place to be.
Why you say a star boy? I thought you had Saka.
We have our star boy, but you see, Vinicius will be a star boy. With the gameplay he plays, you see, in Real Madrid, there's so many stars. There's Mbappe, there's Jude Bellingham. But when you see when he comes to Arsenal,
he'll be the main man.
Already Arsenal, we are trending, always trending.
He's looking even more handsome right now.
So we just need a touch of Arsenal in Vinicius Junior, and that will be the end of.
Yeah, I think adding Vinicius Junior to your team is one of the things.
Yeah. It will be a good move.
It means that the league is already over. Now talking about some of the spendthrift of the league, of course, Chelsea. Now getting Morgan Rogers for 117 million. Then of course they have signed another player, Palestri, for 52. Then they signed Lacroix from Crystal Palace for 60. Do you think really maybe Xabi Alonso is building something apart from what we saw with Enzo Maresca?
Chelsea with overspending. First I will have to Morgan Rogers utalia wewe. Unaenda kwa timu ichezi Champions League. You're going to cry. You will cry.
Maybe he decided to go to the best team in London.
It's not about the best team. It's not about the best team, and he will cry for sure. Because you see, as we have a chance, not just playing Champions League. We will win this Champions League and tutawanyamazisha. I know most of the people here will not agree with me, but Chelsea, maybe they overspend, but Chelsea they're used to overspending. It's not like it's something new, but Xabi Alonso. So the other thing about Premier League this time around, Arteta was Pep's student. Alonso was Pep's student.
Yeah.
And maybe let's expect something from him also. I will not rule out Chelsea so much. And I feel also Chelsea have a chance of also dominating Premier League because they are only playing Premier League. So
maybe they showed the Premier League something different.
If they're smart enough, you see Chelsea have, like, there's nothing Chelsea doesn't have. If I'm an Arsenal fan, but I will agree, Chelsea have seen it all.
But the backline, man.
If this Xabi Alonso is a good coach and tactical enough.
Do you think he can improve? Maybe players like Tosin can improve, maybe become one of the best defenders in the league, really?
Well, it's quite impossible, but maybe he should try something. Yeah, because Premier League is competition. The competition is there. We've seen Man United making so much noise in friendlies, and they friendlies will not will not even mean you're going to win anything, but competition is there.
Okay, which team do you think people underrated mostly? I think for me, I think it'll be Tottenham this season because also they are going to play on the Premier League and maybe the domestic cups. Remember they signed Tonali, they got Fernandes, Tonali for 100, Fernandes for 80. They have the likes of Xabi. Maddison is back from the injury. Richarlison is there. Do you think maybe they'll be a threat to the league, maybe?
Well, Tottenham over the years, they have not been a team that you're looking forward to seeing them because Tottenham, they can start the season well and then end up just bottling everything and now fighting for relegation. So I cannot put my eyes on Tottenham so much because I have no expectations on them. But there are teams like Bournemouth, Sunderland. Last season they managed to put some teams on chokehold. So if they can still do that, they have a bright future ahead. Yeah.
Now the league will start on 21st of August. Arsenal are going to open up the league with a game against Coventry. Now I just want to get your quick maybe a prediction, an earlier prediction. Who do you think is going to win the league?
Of course.
Don't be biased though.
Premier League champions. What do you expect? What do you expect with Vinicius Junior on
just
board in case?
That's just let's say a rumor. It's not really something that is confirmed.
Yeah, it's a rumor, but you see, whatever you how do we say it?
Or whatever you're ambitious for, you get it.
Yeah,
or whatever
so
that you
it's a dream that might come true.
It's a manifesting.
We are manifesting Vinicius. So, but that game also, I cannot rule Coventry because they will come into this game also wanting to prove why they are back. So it will be a difficult game, but of course, as how we do it in style, we'll win our first match. Yeah.
but we want to see what will happen. And remember, on the 16th of August, we have the Community Shield, Arsenal versus Manchester City. Yet again, they're going to face off. But right now, I just want to look at our social media, see some of the comments that you guys have commented there. We had asked a question, tukiuliza, good morning, wanaspoti. Kuuliza tu, unajua first game yetu ya WAFCON ilisha aje jana. You are watching sports roundup na nene. So the people who commented, we have Charity White anasema watching from Eldoret, show iko lit. Then of course we have Clinton Sports Hub anasema tuning from Roysambu. Then Effects Alejandro 254, hi, looking handsome today. Who is looking handsome here? Then comedian Sipueka anasema watching from Kihiu Mwiri ni in Kakuzi Mitimbiri Ward. Then of course we Luchville anasema 4-0 kama Kalambanda. Then Bongo Macarius anasema Runyenjes watching. Then we have Mint Rafu Kenya anasema thumbs up. Then Pedro Jr., you want us to bring back the pain, 4-0. Then last born Stephen anasema full time Morocco 4, Starlet 0. First half ended 3-0. Then we have Moxe Wakinyanju anasema present. Yeah, that's some of the few comments. But thank you so much for staying tuned. Remember, don't lose hope on Rambe Starlets. Remember, we're coming back strongly. I believe we will win against Senegal, and maybe a draw against Algeria. That will be good enough to take us to maybe to the quarterfinals. But that is to the round of 16. But maybe that's a lot to pray for. But we are hoping to see Beldino Demba maybe improve some of these structures, maybe even putting some of these players on bench and bringing up new faces to play in this tournament. But anyway, congratulations to our ladies for showing up in the big stages. What you can say, because it will be 9 years since we are in this stage, so it's something to be proud of, not really to ridicule them or to criticize them, something to praise them. But we need them to pull up their socks and even put more effort in these tournaments. They're also talking about Tusker and also Gor Mahia. They need to show what they can do in this type of event, the Sekafa Kagame Cup. Waiting to see them in the CAF CAF tournaments, that is the Champions League and the Confederation Cup. But that's all for today. We're going to take a stop from right there, but make sure you stay tuned on Y254 channel. Remember, Brian Sakwa just coming up with an amazing conversation. They'll be here talking about social media, the difference between social media and the reality. So make sure you don't miss that conversation. My good name is James John, and I was joined here by Mariam Hussein. I was just going to give her this opportunity. Then Seme, where can we get her on social media?
Okay, guys, you can get me on all social media platforms at Robol TV. Apart from YouTube, where it's at Robol TV 25.
At James John, #StillWhy in the morning.